Hi, welcome to Jackie Burns Creations. Today I'm doing a series of assemblage or assemblies. This is sponsored by Shabby Meets Bling. It's a holiday. So I had this cup that I got and it came broken. So I thought, I can't waste it. So I glued it back together and now I am taking some DIY paint and I can't remember what color it was, plaster I think, and some salt wash, and I'm mixing that up because it makes a thicker coating and I can cover up where it was cracked. And as I'm painting, you might be able to see where that crack was, but this will help cover it up. I just hate wasting things. Besides, I didn't like the pink so much. I wanted it to be more neutral looking. And you can see how thick that goes on. The salt wash, what it does is it thickens up the paint. And you can make it really thick to make a lot of texture, which I made a little bit of texture. Or you can leave it thinner, but it once it's on, it just stays on. I don't know, salt wash just dries rock hard. And here I'm painting another little sign that you'll see further down the line. And I painted a piece of foam. I didn't have these really in any order. Oh, I'm using the DIY white wax to kind of just dress it and cover it, highlight it. Anyway, so I'm just kind of doing a whole bunch of projects at once. And I'll just describe them as I come to them. And so I'm just wiping back some of the wax. And it just shows highlighted areas. So I've got some floral foam here. I'm cutting to size. I just take the other pieces and throw them in. Now I've got all these little miniatures and ornaments and vintage and not vintage, and I'm going to make an assemblage out of it, as the French say, or assemblage, or some people say diorama. So with my handy dandy glue gun, I'm putting a popsicle stick on the back of this Santa. I took the base off this tree. And of course, I just love bottle brush trees. And I stuck the Santa in front there. And now I've got some faux peppermint candies I'm putting in. Oh, and here I am to the next project, which is a vintage sifter. And what you do is you just push that handle back and forth. So I found these cute little stickers in my stash, and I thought, oh, how cute. I'll just show them making some gingerbread or something. They stuck, but not very well, so I had to put a little glue on there to make them stick down a little better. But I thought they were adorable. They go well with the vintage sifter. And I think I just put the foam in temporarily, and I could always take it back out if I wanted to do something else with it. Some of them I put in more permanent, and some of them were temporary. Oh, some spoon decor on there. Just some baking related things, which I thought went so cute with the sifter. Okay, this is the foam I painted, and I'm just tapping it in. Oh, I've got to cut a little bit off of it. Not too much. And I painted that salt wash mixture on there, and boy, it's hard as a rock, I'm telling you. So I had this cute little gingerbread ornament, and what I'm doing is taking off the little hanger. It's one of those little eye hook hangers. I just put it away in case I need it for something else. Yeah, getting those still glued down. Okay, and here's another bottle brush tree that I took the base off. And I don't waste the base, I save them for other things. Here's another popsicle stick, or craft stick, as some people say. And glued to the back. And I just pop it in the front there. I had to make a slit with my scissors to get it in, because it was so hard. Little glue in here, and pop it in. Now we'll add a few more decorations. Here's some of those candy decorations. They look so real, somebody could try to eat one and they'd break their teeth on them. And then I decided to go with it. This is kind of a cute whimsical one. I decided to go ahead and put some of the candies on the tree. And I put a little snowflake on top. And that one's done. And so there they are together. Cute stuff. I love making these, especially at Christmas. Okay, there's that one piece of board I was painting. And I've got this green fur I found in my stash. Oh, so many things I find in my stash. I got a stash that won't quit. So I'm just trimming it up, and I found this cute little ornament. It's a Santa driving a truck with a bunch of little Christmas trees in the back. So I'm using that little piece of wood. It originally was a sign that was for Halloween, but it was like all chipping off, and it was just kind of ugly, so I chipped all that off and sanded it, and then stuck the paint and salt wash combo on there. So I'm adding some more trees to the scene, and I add a little what am I adding on there? Oh, I'm adding some snow. When I'm recording this, there's a sign that says recording right over the top of what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I'm adding a little bit of fiber fill for the snow. I'm trying to get that little hook that hangs it up. I'm trying to get that off, but it didn't seem to want to come. Stuck the little skewer stick in there and it kept turning and turning. It didn't come, so I just clipped it off. And this is a little string of lights I'm putting on the front of it. Be cute if they really lit up, but they don't. But I always could put lights on these with a little battery pack. But I didn't for right now. So I put the little mouse with the candy cane on there. I lost the footage on this. This is an IOD, beautiful birds on a branch with Christmas scenery, and the same with this picture, beautiful IOD that I used a tree and a deer and some berries and holly leaves. And here's a cup I did. I don't know how the footage, I swear I turned it on when I was working on these. And these are cups that I put some features in. They all have trees in them. And so I'm picking up some of this that I'm decorating one of the trees. I'm snipping off this little glitter
What if Santa didn't have a sled?
Floral. I think I got this at Dollar Tree. It's so frustrating when the footage isn't there. So I am just putting a little glue on it and tucking it in the tree. It's got some berries on it. And I decided I think the back of the tree needs to look cute too. Because what if you had it up on a table where you could see both sides? Okay, so there is the wood, and I got this plaque, I think, at Walmart. And I decided, well, I needed to decorate the top too. So, like I say, here's some of the footage. I just, watching me put these on the wood. It's not on my reels. So I'm just taking some faux greenery and twisting it together. And I want it right up by the top, so 'cause I didn't want it covering up the birds. So I'm gluing that in place. Oops, sorry, I'm out of range. You can see how cute these birds are, how bright they are. I usually distress things like this, and I didn't. I thought just the distressing in the back looked good, and I didn't antique it like I usually do. So I think it's adorable. I can put it on a wreath or just hang it up. Snip that off a little bit. Adding the shiny. And it's already got a hanger on the back. And I've got this white bow I'm going to put on it. I was checking to see if I could just kind of leave the tails long, but no, I can't. They cover up the birds. That tail, and think I added another sticker. Oh, I didn't. I've got these stickers that I'm going to put a snowflake right in the middle of the bow. And I think that's just a sweet little plaque. I think this day I made 8 different ornaments. Now this is an old tin, old rusty, crusty goodness of a tin that was a bicycle inner tube repair patch. I remember they used to come in these little tins like that, and you'd take it out, and the lids were kind of rough, so you could rough up the inner tube a little bit, and you'd put the glue down, and you'd put the patch over where your hole was. Anyway, I put this little elf in there, and I had a jolly sign, which is like a flashcard of words that you used to use in elementary. And I decided to put this Santa on the front of it. It was cute. I leave the back alone with the rusty crusty. Once I put these IOD-transfers on, then I seal them up later with like a liquid patina or Mod Podge or Big Top or something that will seal it, will clear seal it. I think I took a Mod Podge sparkle, and it has like a nice gentle glittery look to it to make it look very festive. And I put some berries in there and some greenery. And it just came out very cute. There I am with my liquid patina. Okay, here is my final reveal. There's the cup with the snowman and a Christmas tree and the bicycle patch repair can. This guy does look jolly, doesn't he? There's the sifter. Here's the Santa cup. Here's the bird sign. Here's the little Santa in the Jeep. Here's the picture with the sweet little deer and bunny. And there's a little deer with the little sparklies in the tree. Here is one of the cups. The cute little Santa and snowman and berries and a tree. And here is the other cup with the snowman, a little snowman on a rocking horse and some berries. And these are all the ornaments I made in one day. And I did it because I lost the whole month of October. I got sick. I was in the hospital twice. I don't even remember. I was out of it. I was septic. It was very scary. And I'm feeling really great now and just had to craft. So I said to Dawn, I have to craft. And she says, we could do a show. And everybody agreed, we could do a show. So I appreciate Dawn creating a show that I could do. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And come on back and see me again. Bye.